Can I get an amen?
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here, Signature Esports. It's a pleasure to have you live at a charge. So we'll count out a green action here, presented by Lunatic Designs. We are ready to go for week 19 here in the Geomax Dirt Outlaws series here. Here you go, Lunatic. Get your broadcasts underway, and we are ready to rock and roll. How about we see what we've got going on here tonight? Good to see you all out there. Much love to you and all that jazz and all the fine things that happen when it comes to racing. Hopefully your iRacing experience here tonight is good. It's a good one. We are here in the dirt midgets, not the dirt super lates. That's not what we're in the dirt midgets tonight. Wingless sprint cars. The cars that go 10-lap heats, 12-lap beat main, a 30-lap feature here tonight. One faster. That's exactly right. one faster pair. Dan, thank you for the like. We'll go over all the likes and follows and all that stuff here in just a moment. We appreciate you. We are doing the marathon stream. Still working on all of that as we speak. So if you haven't done so, make sure that you hit the exclamation point tip out there on Twitch, and you can find those links as well. Oh, we got some stars coming our way. Thank you for the stars, sir. 1,000 stars. Budgie, can you add me? That's $10. Can you add me 50 minutes, please? If you don't mind. 1,000 stars. That's $10 coming our way. Thank you very much. 50 minutes added to the marathon stream.
Paulo sent 1,000 stars.
Thank you for the 1,000 stars. Yeah. We're at Kokomo Speedway here, the quarter-mile length racing surface, 74 degrees on the track temperature here in heat race number 1. 74 degrees on the air temperature, 41% humidity, partly cloudy skies, 6-mile-an-hour wind. Geomax, a geotechnical drilling soil sampling solution company out there, giving us all the action. Track racer, boss status, BB music, admin box all on board as we get ready to have a great, beautiful look at our first heat. Heat race number 1 is going to be Nick Klosterman on pole. Stephen Laskowski, your outside pole sitter. Keegan Brown, Falcon Smith to make it row number 2. Gary Mansberger, Robbie Milburn, the final drivers. Robbie looking for a championship. Could lock it in tonight as the way things would go. Big ol' out. Woo, thank you, sir. I appreciate Sheehan giving us some love out there, giving us a share as well. Laskowski giving us a like. Mr. Van Ness giving us a like. Hello, Budgie. 50, not 15. Can you add 45 more minutes? Sorry, my words today is just an off day for me, folks, and I love everything that I do, but sometimes my words do. All right, we're going with green. Klosterman, full send and all that jazz. We got to reload the overlay here in just a moment, folks. There's Keegan Brown out front of Nick Klosterman. Drivers rolling. Hold on to your booty. We'll get things all refreshed and reset. There it goes. It should refresh for everybody here in just a moment. Bear with me. Falcon Smith, Keegan Brown out front. As we all go to work. Give me a second, folks. The dang old thing's doing the dang old thing. And
potatoes being a potato?
No, it's not the potato. It's actually the fast one. So bear with me just a moment. We're gonna have a caution. So bear with me on that one as well. Caution comes out for the first time. We're gonna reload. I gotta reload the overlay. There it is. All right, Kokomo, first caution. It went black for you there for a moment. We're back again. Here it is. I have no way to refresh the overlay or get rid of the overlay the way this is set up with the... Eventually, folks, eventually we will get to the point of having a capture card. I think that's the next step in all of this because I don't know where my capture card is. Gonna have to find one. Boogity Boogity says, Dan, much love to you, sir. Appreciate you. Let's go. Thank you for the 50 minutes added, Budgie. I thank you very much. Hello. Let's go. What's going on, Dove? How are you doing? Good to see you all out there. Folks, again, make sure that you check out Keo the Lunatic and all the things that he's got going on. We want to thank you all very, very much for being awesome. You're good. No, so we don't have a way for Facebook time to be added or YouTube, like so the super chats of the bits or the stars, they don't add to the timer, so we have to do it manually. All right, Falcon Smith back onto the bottom. Keegan Brown working. Big Klosterman's going to be in fourth. He's going to look back to the inside. Harry Mansberger up a spot here, rolling. Steven Laskowski to the back bumper. A good look at the lights on and this racetrack. 5 laps to go. Falcon Smith 12 seconds flat here at the very bottom side of the racetrack. Falcon rolling. Smith has a second between he and Robbie Milburn. Milburn on the outside of the 555, trying to close back into the 1 1/4 second. Keegan down to the bottom, crossover for the 80. He's going to be able to drive up and drive out, drive away. That's what he's doing. He is holding on to the wheel. Oh, he wheelie hops. Robbie Milburn had to get out of the gas there. There's so much horsepower on these weightless cars. That's exactly what we're seeing. Robbie drives back into it. Big slider on the bottom side of the racetrack there. And third, Falcon Smith stretching his arms out, saying, give me this one. He comes around 3 and 4 for the final time. Onto the front straightaway. Falcon Smith will start on pole for the feature and win the heat race number 1. Holy goodness. Keegan Brown, Robbie Milburn, Nick Klosterman, and Vansberger, Laskowski. That'll be how that one works. How about them apples? That was pretty darn good. How about your starting grid for heat race number 2? It'll be Connor Hazel, Michael Strickland, Brad Dove, Justin Brown, and Jaden Sheehan. That's how it goes. 5 drivers in this one. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. We love our dirt racing. If you like dirt racing, well, you keep kicking butt and taking names. That's the way I say it. So yeah.
Race hard, race clean, get dirty.
They said, watch out for all the dirt up in the broadcast booth. And I was like, you know, you got to reach kind of far at Kokomo. Kokomo's a long way away from here.
Yeah.
Budgie, I love dirt. Yes, you do. This is Budgie's favorite series, I think.
Kokomo's in Indiana.
Yeah.
I'd be closer to Knoxville.
Oh, man.
I'm actually only about 3.5 hours from Knoxville.
We are 45 minutes away from 2 awesome dirt tracks. Let's go striker for Mr. Van Nest. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. There's our donate links to help us out. We're green. Connor Hazel, Michael Strickland, Congestion. Let's go. We'll hop from striker, same concept. It's a big old racetrack. And I tell you what. Oh, baby, caution to come out here. Connor Hazel goes around, whips it around, says, watch me whip. Gets into the corner. Oh, gets slid up into. From the Matt Jonesy Speed Shop driver. It was Justin Brown. He got right into him. You know, you can slide these things pretty far. I'm gonna tell you what. There's a lot of difference there that a couple of things can make. So, woo, baby. After we're done with the race, we are going to go and make sure that we are going to stay live on Twitch. So if you're out there watching on Facebook and YouTube, make sure you jump back over to Twitch after the stream. We're going to stay live, continue to get this timer ticked away. All the things that we do with that. Yeah, where are we at? Yeah, 31 hours, 49 minutes. Been adding time throughout the day. Ever closer to that $1,000 goal. $255 of that $1,000 goal raised for Penguin to get a tattoo. Jade Sheehan gets a good launch there. He takes off like he just stole something from Walmart. 0.8 of a second difference here on the bottom side. He got through security, and Brad Dove is tracking him down. Justin Brown, very bottom side of the racetrack. Oh, gets into the back bumper. Brad Dove, you got to protect the race line or try to pass on the outside lane. Dove, corner exit is going to be up on the outside. Justin Brown. Oh, Dove, extra sideways, almost stops on a dime. He goes back to third. Connor Hazel was the pole sitter here, trying to work his way back forward. Get a better starting position for the feature. Jaden Sheehan, a second out front. Justin Brown rolling. We have two favorite employees at our local Walmart, and they are both cart corrals. The people go out and get the carts and take them out. Got two of them out there, absolutely wonderful people. Whoa, wheel hop for Jaden Sheehan. He crests over the corner there. I miss the days of the Walmart greeters, the ones that used to tell you to get your stuff and get out, you know. Brad
Hi, welcome to Walmart. Now get out.
That's right. 2 laps to go for Jaden Sheehan. 1.25 to the gap. Bottom side holding Justin Brown. Trying to close in. Final lap here for Jaden Sheehan. I wish the Kokomo cameras were better. They look like little dots on the screen for me and probably for you, but there he is. Jaden Sheehan, he's going to get the victory here at heat race number 2. He'll start outside pole. Justin Brown, Brad Dove, Michael Strickland, Connor Hazel. Final drivers there at the end of this one. Bam!
This track almost seems too big for these cars.
Oh, it is. That's what Stryker was saying. It is. All right, started great for your Consi. We have 3 drivers in your Consi. Mansberger, Hazel, Luskowski. 12 laps for these drivers to get out there and get some more practice in. Wait. All right, you guys are gonna see it. I'm gonna do it. Bye. Do it again. There it is. Bam. All right. Good to go. I fixed it. Oh, I love SDK. I love it.
Tell yourself that. Keep telling yourself.
I love it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I'm loving it.
Oh, you know, I could use 2 more monitors. 1, 2. That'd put me up to 6. It'd be fine.
I mean, I've got one sitting here. It's 27. Curved.
Use 2 more monitors right about now. You know, I'm operating 2 keyboards, 2 mice, and a Stream Deck, and I still don't have enough screen space. Eventually, the production value will go up. We're trying to make sure it does. Stryker sandbagging sisters. Nah, he wouldn't do that.
Oh, Church is in the stream. He's not out with his girlfriend.
Uh-oh. And don't call him out. Mansberger, Connor Hazel. Gary Mansberger up on the outside, or on the bottom side lane here. Laskowski slides the bottom. Connor Hazel might be on his feature set here. working hard for his money. Door to door, neighbor close to it. Laskowski trying to track down Gary Mansberger. Thank you, everybody, for being out there. We appreciate you. RB, giving us a like. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Again, folks, if you haven't done so, make sure you reach up, hit that like button for me. It helps me and all that I do. If you want to help support the stream and all of the things that I am personally going through, well, then make sure you hit the tip button and hit our PayPal or Cash App or the Stream Elements link to help out the stream and add to the timer. Subs, bits, and stars, all that stuff, they do the thing. Mansberger, quarter second now to Laskowski. These drivers running 12.5s. Best lap of the race, Steven Laskowski at 12.38. 14 hours away. Jeez. Oh, baby. Laskowski tried something different there. Connor Hazel on the inside. I think Laskowski was trying to find a little grip up on the outside lane. The bottom side is being very dominant. 5 laps to go. Gary Mansberger, Steven Laskowski, Connor Hazel. Ooh, a little wheel hop for Gary Mansberger there. These things are gripped up on the rear tire. Look at that left front lifting up off the ground here. No. Whoa, into the grass. Connor Hazel, fastest lap of the race, 12.223. He's figured something out here. Drives back to the bottom side. Door to door, out of the corner. Oh, baby, hold on to it. Connor trying to rip the bottom. He leads that lap. Can he hold on to it? Mansberger up and out on the throttle. Whoa, wheel hop from Connor Hazel. Carrying the inside lane. Try not to over-saturate it. White flag waves, final lap. Oh, baby. Connor getting freed up. Oh, man. Laskowski to the lead on the bottom side. Final corner. Going to get out of it. Gary Mansberger is going to be your winner. Connor Hazel finishes second. Laskowski finishes third. They're trying to get back on the throttle so hard. The front of the car keeps coming up. That's awesome. I'm just saying.
And when you don't have front tires on the ground, you can't steer.
You basically can go backwards and upside down. That's what we're seeing. All right, these drivers are going to do their thing, and as they do their thing, we're going to set the warm-up music going. Thank you for the Tier 1 sub. Pats fan, gifting us out. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you for adding to the timer as well. I appreciate all of that. You can do the subs. You can do all those cool things. You also, I always recommend Cash is King, folks. It adds the most value. Every dollar gives you 5 minutes. It adds the most money. Jason Satterfield, thank you for the like, sir. Every dollar adds 5 minutes, so it's the best value out of all of that. So Cash is King. That's the way I say it. And they'll work on it. We'll be right back in just a moment. They're going to be warming up for just a few moments, and we'll see you here in a second. Warm-ups closing down. We are ready to look at this one as kind of the best. I'm excited. Hope you're all excited. We're going to go green flag racing here for 30 laps at Kokomo. And every bit of this, the best in the business. Again, thank you to the title sponsor here of this series. That is, of course, Geomax, geotechnical drilling soil sampling company that mainly tests for new homes and investigative work around the Texas and southern U.S. Give them a call or pay them a visit. 940-736-7720 or 6962 Odom Rd Sanger, Texas. Thank you to Geomax for being on board. Of course, and always, we want to thank each and everyone that have been out there, put the time and energy in this season. Thank you again for the gifted sub. It's amazing. Welcome aboard to TV out there getting that gifted sub. Starting grid here for tonight's feature is going to be Falcon Smith, Jaden Sheehan, Keegan Brown, Justin Brown. Then we're going to see Robbie Milburn, Brad Dove, Nick Klosterman, Michael Strickland, Gary Bansberger, Connor Hazel, Stephen Liskowski, all the way out there looking. They're going to be working hard tonight. I think this is a hard-working race field, and these drivers are ready to go. Falcon Smith looking for another win before the final couple of races here. It's going to be crazy to see. I'm looking forward to it. Mr. Milburn, consider that 5-spot chance for him to get himself a time-honored tradition. It's becoming a tradition at this point. He's close to being locked in for a championship, and after the points have kind of been adjusted, those things have been set. We'll keep track of those points next week, but I think Robbie is going to be pretty close, especially when it comes to provisionals and things of that sort that are going on. Falcon goes. Good green flag restart. Start to this race. Sorry, not restart. Start. Bam. Keegan Brown, bottom side. Oh, trying to get up into the corner. Jaden Sheehan, bottom side, door to door with his teammate. Crossover for those two. Outside lane for Robbie Milburn. He says, I'm going to set myself up for success. And right now, everybody utilizing the bottom side. Oh, Nick Klosterman gets out of the throttle there. Almost takes out Robbie Milburn. Falcon Smith, fastest lap of the race, 12:39, keeping the bottom side of the racetrack busy. Half second the gap between Falcon Smith and Jaden Sheehan. Keegan Brown in tow. Robbie Milburn. We'll see Justin Brown down on the bottom side. Out up in the dirty stop. Nick Klosterman rolling. Having a midlife iRacing crisis, trying to reset and start fresh. I understand. That's what we've been doing. We had to do it too. Everybody wheel hopping. Connor Hazel ripping the outside lane as well. Connor trying to work. Stephen Liskowski at the bottom side. Striker about a second and a quarter back. Trying to make sure he doesn't get involved in anything. But right now in danger of going a lap down. These drivers have already traveled a quarter of the racetrack and still making it happen. Admin box, 25 laps to go. Sheehan, Brown, Milburn. And then Brown again. Justin Brown, Robbie Milburn. Milburn up on the outside lane. These drivers trying to edge the scenario here. And Robbie's finding pace on the outside lane. Keegan Brown. Justin Brown wheel hops his way into third. Lines up the race line. Robbie Milburn back on the ball. Oh, door bangs Justin Brown. Justin Brown gets up into the wall. Robbie goes back to third, having to change his lane. And now work the second lane on the racetrack. 1.5 seconds of the gap now. 21 laps to go for Falcon Smith. Currently right now, drivers working. 21 laps to go. Jaden Sheehan, 1.7 the gap. Robbie Milburn still up on the outside lane. Keegan Brown trying to deliver the bottom again. Out of the throttle for Robbie Milburn. Justin Brown steps on the gas and says, let's go again. You had me once. I'm going to do it now. Right now, fastest driver on the racetrack, Falcon Smith. Still running great lap times for the race leader. Jaden Sheehan in second. Has closed down a little bit. He's going to lose a little bit of time this time. Justin Brown, 12.57. Last time by, but a tick better than the top two. But right now, trying to close in. Clears the 5.55. Now bottom side of the racetrack. It's going to be edge case scenario here for these two. Justin working Still bottom side near the grass. Takes over third for a moment. And they work. Bottom side, door to door, 80. Clears out. Always turning on the throttle, especially on the short front straightaway on this racetrack. Back straightaway, a little bit busy, a little bit more curved. But right now, Justin Brown trying to clear. Brown to Milburn. Brown clears up. Falcon Smith clear skies ahead. 12.5 the gap. It's got a lot of room to work. Slides the corners, being just fine. Steven Laskowski up on the outside of the 26. Bottom side for Gary Mansberger. Trying to keep the inside lane working. Oh, Laskowski goes around. That'll trap him back. That is not what Falcon Smith wanted. Laskowski up near the wall. Who's got extra sideways one around. No harm, no foul. Shouldn't have even been a caution. Well, they'll do it again. Tell you what, Falcon Smith got the dang old car to look at here. See Falcon Smith, Justin Brown, Jaden Sheehan. Halfway through this one. So far, so good. What do you think there, old Penguin? So far, not a bad race. Penguin left me. No, he didn't leave me. He's there. He's probably doing RC stuff.
I am. I was doing RC stuff earlier. I had to go down and talk to Stryker for a minute.
Green flag. Falcon Smith trying to roll back forward again. Right now, Falcon Smith did not want to see these. Oh, gets into them. They get tangled up. Everybody's fine. 4 wide back to 2x2. Falcon Smith to Justin Brown. Falcon Smith trying to hold on. Falcon has the car here. 12 laps to go. Robbie Milburn to the outside now, trying to rip the wall. Want to manage the car. Extra sideways on the race line. Falcon Smith on the bottom had a 2.5 second lead. Now Robbie Milburn takes over the outside. And somehow, some way is managing the car and pulled away from the field. Justin Brown, Falcon Smith. Justin Brown gets into Falcon Smith there, and Falcon Smith at a rock and a hard spot. Well, Robbie Milburn going around, taking the outside lane and running away with it. You know, Falcon Smith's got to be upset about the fact that he had such a good gap, and then all of a sudden a caution comes out for a car that just got a little extra sideways. Well, Falcon Smith goes around. So a chance to refresh and reset. Robbie Milburn, your race leader, probably didn't want to see that as well. So we'll see how this will fare out for these drivers. Dove into pit road. That's what happened with Falcon Smith. In the corner. Oh, Klosterman? Somebody got into him. Yeah, it was Nick Klosterman got into the side of him there. Larry, think of her like, sir. I appreciate you. Yeah, we're going to get an extra. I don't know what's going on there.
It's me trying to get everything. Not enough time to get things situated.
Should be a single file restart. Robbie Milburn, Justin Brown, Jaden Sheehan, Keegan Brown, Connor Hazel. We'll see. I believe these drivers try to get their last run situated here. But Robbie Milburn trying to close out the season with a win, would lock himself for a championship, and would negate the next race. It would just be for fun, unless he didn't show up. He's going to show up.
Actually, from what Stryker said during pre-race, Milburn's got it. It's locked in for first.
.80.021 bottom side. 6 laps to go. Teammates packed up with 3, and right now Connor Hazel saving enough to rip the wall, and he is, Justin Brown into the wall, Jaden Sheehan as well. Robbie Milburn stepping away, 4 laps to go. Justin Brown back to second up on the outside lane. Keegan Brown on the bottom. Caution, once again, Laskowski, Connor Hazel. Oh, Connor in the wall. Oh, Laskowski nowhere to go. What's up, Bollinger? Switching accounts.
Nope.
All right. Fourth caution of the race, third actual for incident. The other one was Penguin making some things happen. Trying to make sure everybody was good to go. Robbie Milburn, Justin Brown will have 4 laps to go. So we continue to complete the 27th lap. Timing's going to be everything. And we'll see who's going to be able to have this on the end. They're going the green. Justin Brown, bottom side. 3 laps to go now. Brown, corner exit. On a drive off. Takes over the lead over Robbie Milburn. Robbie up on the outside lane. Brown on the bottom. Needs something more out of that car. Robbie Milburn on the back straightaway gets a huge run for the corner. Caution, Justin Brown out front at the time of the caution. Stryker going around. We'll take a look and see. He just gets into the bottom of the corner. Oh, he got sent by Dom. So I believe Robbie Milburn, because of the scoring loop, has the lead. But the time of the caution, Justin Brown had just edged Robbie Milburn. So I think the scoring loop puts Robbie out front. Jaden Sheehan in second. And an untimed caution. Jaden Sheehan, Falcon Smith tied for second in the point standings. Top 3 in the standings get a trophy here. We're going to be coming around. Be white flag for the drivers. Milburn to Justin Brown. Brown drives off the corner. Milburn back to the outside. Justin Brown drag race to the front. Slider gonna lose a spot, and Milburn will get the win here, solidifying his role. Gonna grab a championship, and will, no doubt, in the Super Lanes next week, have that opportunity to show off. Robbie Milburn gets the win. Justin Brown second. Jaden Sheehan, Falcon Smith, Keegan Brown, your top 5, and your race results. Robbie Milburn, Justin Brown, Jaden Sheehan, Falcon Smith, Keegan Brown, your top 5. Klosterman, Mansberger, Connor Hazel, Laskowski, Michael Strickland, Brad Dove. That'll be your finishing order tonight. He is. Yeah, there's no catching him. Even next week, they'd have to do double points, and Robbie would have to miss the race. So Robbie Milburn gets the win here tonight. And but folks, tune in next week. We're still going to have some racing. Tune in next week. Make sure that you're sticking around for that because they still have one more race left this season. And it's kind of imagine the things happening. A timely caution comes out, and it doth make this thing. Hold on, we're gonna stop because the drivers are revving their engines. It's loud in my ears. Yeah, tis the way. Let's do this. All right, I'm gonna move things around, switching screens, switching things. And we'll bring him up. He's going to be your winner. Robbie Milburn got a caution mid-race, able to rip the high line and run away from the drivers. Even have some good restarts there. High line running pretty much the entirety of the race. Congratulations on this one. Pretty much locking in a championship even going into next week.
Yeah, it was a good race, especially at the end there with Justin. Yeah, in qualifying, as per usual in this car, I never freaking drive them, so I struggled freaking trying to find the line. And then I was just hoping the top will come in here because I love the top here at Kokomo. I love it in darn near every car I drove, especially late models. I was a little weary of running the top here. I didn't want to get into the wall and go tumbling, but it ended up pretty good. I know that, yeah, I think it was what, lap 16 or 17? Like that's the restart, and after that got ahead and was able to hang on at the end.
Yeah, it would have been great to see, halfway through the race, you change your line, or the line changes, you're running the outside lane. That's the fast lane around the racetrack, being able to catch Falcon, because that was kind of the race line that I was noticing that he was really good, being able to have a little bit of clean air, being able to use the corner. But, at a certain point, the racetrack changes. Also, the horsepower on this car just, everybody kept wheel hopping and wheeling, and especially on the bottom side, try to have the drive off.
Yeah, even on the bottom, I mean, the bottom's good a lot in these cars, but even on the bottom, if you run it smooth, if you get too hard off, or if you catch like a real tacky spot, like you said, you'll pull the front end off the ground or wheel hop the front, and then you can't really get where you need to be in the next turn. So, yeah, I mean, just this track in general, like I don't know if it's because of the way the tires are set up or what, but it seems like once the top comes in, unless someone's like absolutely drilling the bottom like Justin, that it's really hard to be beat up top.
Yeah, it was interesting. A couple of cautions late in the run. No, it's Kokomo. Kind of wish there were 10 more laps. Would have been fun.
Well, I'd say I'd agree, but I'd be a liar because I don't know how much longer I left Justin.
No, I think you had it. I still think you had it. Justin was, with a couple of restarts, tires cooled down a little bit. He was able to get there. I still think the outside lane was still very, very much prevalent. And Justin getting up to second had a lot to do with the congestion after the second restart. After the caution.
Yeah, and I mean, it's just Justin, and I know I've given these things away every other week, and Justin and me, like, we've had some good races, and I feel like even if I'm running good, he just comes out of nowhere and just steals them from me. So I was like, well, here we go again. So I just really need to lock in and hang on here.
Well,
So
and that'll
yeah,
be your fourth win. So you'll tie him for wins. That'll at least be that. We'll go into next week
yeah.
for the finale and be able to get yourself that championship, of course, here for the Dirt Series, brother. It's always a pleasure. Congratulations. Give shout outs. It's the victory in the books.
Yeah, thanks to Warrior Racing, I wasn't able to be in Discord with them tonight because my internet's just trash. So it seemed like if I opened anything else with iRacing would be stuttering, I'd drop frames and such. And I don't know if it's because of the storm we had going on here or what, but it seemed like every time I tried to open anything, even made my wife get off her freaking Xbox because every time something else opened in the house, it seemed like I was running freaking 30 frames per second on like a PlayStation 3 with I don't even know,
Right.
but yeah, it was not as fun. I would BS and hang out and chat. Um, but I'm gonna restart this after this and try to figure out if it's the weather or if it's my internet or if I need to get someone out here or what. But for whatever reason, it was terrible tonight. But yeah, as always, appreciate Warrior Racing, Warrior Race Wraps. I won't say the setup name because I don't like the people, but the setup was on point. Thanks Kigo for helping us out with that. Um, yeah, just like I say every week, I appreciate you for broadcasting, everyone for putting it on, and good race. And looking forward to next week, but also kind of sad it's going to be over.
Well, they'll come back. Stryker was talking about they're going to probably take close to a month off, and they'll come back and do it again.
Yep, sounds good to me. And yeah, I'm gonna get this taken care of. And if anyone's on after, hit me up. I'm ready to race more. Let's
There,
go.
there it is. I like it. Robbie, congratulations, brother. We'll see you next week, and we'll officially put the title on you next week.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
That's Robbie Milburn coming home. And the reason why he's not officially champion, I know the points are there, is because something could happen. Anything could happen. Either he doesn't show up, that's one thing, or two, who knows? There could be anything. But Rob, he's got it. He's got it. If he doesn't show up, I don't know what's going to happen with that. P2 tonight's Justin Brown. Trying to dig on the bottom side. Had good drive off, but the outside lane prevailed. I tell you what, a good effort. I mean, this little car had a lot of horsepower that sent this thing around.
Yeah, I just needed to not have the mishaps I did a couple times, and I needed to not have the late caution to take away a lap and make it a one-lap shootout. I needed to be able to have at least 2 laps to throw the slider and then kind of battle back, and I think I could have got him. I was gonna, as soon as I could get a good enough run in out of the backstretch, I was gonna run top at 3 and 4. The top was good, but the bottom of 1 and 2 was significantly better than the top of 1 and 2. So the bottom would have been way better for the restarts and for running a bottom 1 and 2, top 3 and 4 line, and it would have been great. I just didn't catch that until right at the end whenever I got up to Robbie and I ran the bottom, and I just gained so much ground on him. But it is how it is. I just needed the caution not to come out whenever I was fixing to throw my first slider. But it is what it is. He did a good job just running the only lane that nobody else was running, so he had clear ground all ahead of him.
That was part of the thing that I was watching with Falcon. Falcon, just able to run the bottom side so well, and had a 2.5 second gap halfway through this race, and everything gets shaken up. A lot of congestion on the restart. A couple of restarts there. Things getting bottled up. Drivers trying to get the turn in, get the drive off, especially out of turn 2. There's a lot to be said for this racetrack being as big as it is for these cars.
Yeah, well, Falcon had a good lead early before that first caution, and he would have probably carried it all the way if we wouldn't have had any cautions. But I was catching him 2 or 3 tenths a lap once I got clear of some of the traffic and was running the bottom right behind Jaden. And I think we would have came close to catching him. I just don't know if we would have had enough laps. But the caution was a saving grace on that. And then 3 and 4, he missed the bottom. I hit it. I got right beside him. He just kind of stuck right down to the bottom, trying to run down the front stretch, and I was trying to come out of the corner. Just wasn't enough room for me to exit the corner without completely wheeling it and hitting him even worse. And then we got together, and it kind of messed him up a little bit. I mean, it's just a racing deal. He needed to float up a little bit. I needed to come out of the corner so I can even control the dang thing. But it is what it is.
Yeah, had a lot more going on around him than just you. That was the part of that one. So Sometimes it's easier said than done. We're all looking out of our windshield and staring forward when it comes to a lot of things. So there's a lot more to the racing to racing when it comes to these cars as well. Just try to find your feed. So, but a P2 finish, man. Not a bad. You missed some races, but not a bad season for you. 4 wins. Now you and Robbie have to go in and figure out who's going to be the most winningest driver because
I'm winning next week. You
yeah.
can forget it. I'm winning. I'm not taking an EOL challenge. I'm not giving it to him.
There you go.
I'm going. I'm going for the win. He ain't taking it from me.
I
got the wins, the most wins last season. I'm getting it this season.
There you go. That'll be the way it works. Justin, congratulations on a P2 tonight. We'll see you next week. Give your shout outs, brother. A good night. A good restart battle there that made the end pretty exciting.
Oh, yeah, big shout out to everybody at CFM for the setups. They're killer. These are old midget setups. We sent them to Langron to see if he wanted to change anything. He said run them, don't change a thing. So we did. They're great. They ran so well. They were very stable. Everybody at Warrior Racing, Warrior Raps, big group of guys. I wish Robbie could have been on the Discord. I probably would have yelled at him when he nearly wrecked me into the wall. Yeah, it is what it is. It was a lot of fun. We all get along real well, other than Kigo and Jaden. They hate each other, I guess. I don't know. They argue all the time. Everybody at Shop for putting this on. You for streaming it, and my wife for letting me have my hobbies.
Love to see it, brother. Congratulations. We'll see you next week.
Yep, see you, man.
That's Justin Brown coming home, P number 2, and I'm getting stutters as well, so I don't know what's going on. Like every time I go to reach in Discord, Discord just updated today. Every time I go to click on something in Discord, it changes and it gets weird. Jade Sheehan comes home P3 tonight, and good run for you as well, man. Walk me through it. Same congestion, same corner. Lot of things happening, man. This is a lot of overhead views and overhead looking at the end of this one.
I wouldn't say it was my best run, but it was a run that we put together, and it kind of landed where we landed. We kind of beat and bang our way through the field, and too many teammates at the front where we're all fighting for the same spot, and it's just one of those nights where I'm not too disappointed where I landed. I knew some of the guys were gonna come in late and start kind of finding the groove, and these tumble buggies, they're tricky. I kind of tried staying married to the bottom as long as I could, but then within like that 10 to go, I seen Robbie at the top, and it's like, well, if he's rolling, might as well follow him, and just Robbie, Justin, with them battling up front. They're quick. There's no way around them. I waited a little too long. I thought it was a green white checkered, not a white checkered. So the last lap, I didn't push it really hard at all. I was waiting for the next lap because I thought that was going to be the white flag, but that ended up not being what I thought it was. So, yeah, I mean, I'll take it. I want to apologize to Keegan. I did definitely get into him on one corner, but we're all fighting for the same spot. We're all trying to get married to the bottom, and these things don't necessarily have brake pedals when it comes to getting into the corner, especially if you're already committed. So,
not just brake pedals. They don't. They have a lot of gas and no, well, the A word.
Right.
They like to roll up.
They haul a lot of bass, but no brakes.
There you go. Yeah, that's it's the singing fish is what it is, folks.
Yeah, you put them in the tank, which is what happened. That's why we were wheeling so much tonight. We had a lot of bass in our tanks, and it's a new fishing. I think there was like a sponsorship with oh god, I don't even know what the fishing tour is.
We can call out the Big Bass Tournament. That's the $100,000 tournament that happens every year. That's actually right here at the Lake of the Ozarks, folks. If you haven't seen the Big Bass Tournament, Big Bass Bash, words are hard. Tournament, $100,000, one of the highest paying bass fishing tournaments out there. Tracker runs that here at the Lake of the Ozarks. If you haven't seen that, it's on television. It's going to be on your ESPN2s coming up here in a couple of months. I tell you what, man, there's Kokomo was big, and then it was small, and then it was just really big. But moving on to next week, we got one more race here. What's the game plan? Because Justin says Robbie's not winning that one. He wants to have the most wins.
Yeah, well, I think no matter what, I think everybody's going to go out there and kind of slap it on the table and give it their all. So I'm just going to try and do it that much better than the next guy, because it doesn't matter. It's the points night. Everybody's going to be throwing elbows. I hope to see everybody there. It'd be kind of cool to have a pretty stout field and be able to run against everybody. But uh, it's definitely elbows up, elbows deep, and we're throwing haymakers next week, regardless of who's next to me, whether it be Robbie, Justin, Church, Klosterman, Falcon, and everybody's getting it next week, regardless of where we finish. So I'm gonna try and keep it on the trailer rolling. But if we end up junking it, we're putting on a show next week, regardless. So they always say if you can't be in the show, be the show, and I will be the show next week, some way, shape, or fashion.
The your second in points coming into today's race, tied with Falcon. So you guys are battling for a trophy. It may be for second and third, but it's still a trophy. So there's a lot. There's only you guys actually might even be tied going into next week because he won a heat race. So
I want to say we were tied going into tonight. We were tied going in tonight.
And
he went quick time.
Yeah.
So that's 3 points to him.
Okay.
I think he might have a 3-point lead after tonight because I also won a heat race. He won a heat race.
Yeah.
But I finished ahead of him in the feature, so I'm not too sure how well.
Yeah. Ooh,
I'll have to look at the points.
Yeah. So that's going to be interesting. That'll be the points battle that I keep track of next week. And then if you guys junk it, he's going to finish closer to you. So that's the other part. That'll be interesting to see. Jaden, congratulations on a P3 finish tonight. Looking for two or second and third in the points. It'll be interesting to see how that shakes up next week, brother. Give you shout outs. Good race tonight.
As always, got to shout out Warrior Team, Warrior Racing. These guys have been tremendous all season long. Continue to run up front, continue to lay down the laps that we need, and continue to just kind of support each other through the season. And this team's been amazing. And I can't wait till next season because we're just going to do the same thing all over again, regardless whoever shows up. Warrior Wraps, get the best wraps around. As you can tell, the team looks the best out there. We show up in fashionable style every single week. Majula C Speed Shop can't do that without them. They're the ones who make sure that we keep the speed every single week. I did see there's some shakers and movers with other people being on rival setups, which is kind of interesting, but you can see who's top 3 every single week. So shout out to Majula C Speed Shop for continuously making sure that we got the dig. Use code Warrior at checkout. Get you a little discount. I think it's like 10%. And then Sweet Victory Apparel, Jaden Sheehan, /. Go ahead, check that out. Help me out. Get a little recognition. And then Racing Boys. We just got a new video just dropped earlier today. Check it out, YouTube. If you guys like the Iowa style of racing, you can see some. He does a lot of racing trucks, a lot of I don't even know what they call them, street stocks or factory stocks or something of the sorts. So if you like dirt track racing and you want to watch some live stuff other than iRacing, go ahead, check out Racing Boys YouTube channel. Shout out to him. And shout out to Signature. Shout out Cha Shop. Putting these on. Great people.
We try to be. Now I'm going to go do my marathon thing.
That sounds fun.
No, it's we've been going for a week today. Streaming, letting the timer. I'm trying to make sure that chat doesn't beat me. So we have a couple of days here left on the timer, 30 some odd hours. We might end up finishing this up sometime tomorrow night. Unless somebody donates or does weird things. I don't know. We'll see. Jaden, much love, brother. I always appreciate you. Go check out Jaden Sheehan Gaming if you haven't done so. His Facebook page reacted to mine. So you can actually go into the reactions, click his icon, and you can go follow him. That's how that works. It's easy. You can follow people who follow me because they react to my stuff. That's kind of the purpose of being a purpose-built gamer, right? You do all the good things. Jaden, much love, brother. Always appreciate you. Enjoy your races, man. We'll see you next week.
Yes, sir. Have a good one.
As Jaden Sheehan, P3 tonight. We appreciate him and everybody. Congrats to Robbie out there. Ethan should be. I think Robbie's got it locked in unless he misses the race or something else happens there. I don't think there's any penalties coming from anybody, so I think he's pretty well locked in. You never say never, but at the end of the day, it's still a race. What else? That's it. This is the day. All right. Facebook, YouTube, you're absolutely wonderful. Twitch, stick around. If you're out there watching on Facebook and YouTube, you can jump on over to our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Signature Esports. You can also hit all of the buttons. We're going to stay live here and continue to have our night. And get some more time in. Hashtag time in. We're going to leave the stream going as well to be able to just do more. We got more to do. Be good, be safe, be kind to one another. We're going to send you on over. Be the best that you can be for who you are. Okay? Take care of each other. See you soon.